Hey, hey, hey.
We're live.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, TGIF.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Cheers.
And right now, it's 5 o'clock here.
Cheers. Cheers. We'll toast with our water.
Yes. But hey, we're still toasting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Can everybody hear us? Can you hear us? Let us know if you can hear us. Can you see us? Can you see us, one, and hear us, two?
I can see us.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Well, you have a special vantage point.
Oh, well, that is true.
What?
Your volume.
My phone is on? I meant to turn that off. But then I probably got distracted by all my notifications. So how is everybody doing today? Oh, January. It's
Finally.
been a long 31 days.
It was better last year, yes. I'll say that. The weather was definitely resembling January in Northeast Ohio, that's for sure.
This year, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The winter has been brutal here. Brutal. But we're surviving, and
it's only 3 months of winter, and then we're in the spring, and then it's summer.
Yeah.
Winter. Every 3 months it changes.
Yeah.
As they say, if you don't like the weather, give it a half hour around here.
Yep. So,
we wanted to check in. We can start with that because last time right before we went live and whatnot, and we wanted to just kind of do our whatnot live all kind of at the same time. But this week or this time, we wanted to make sure we actually sat down and were able to interact better, interact more. So we're here. It's 5 o'clock. I wanted to just touch base with you all. We've been doing some good things. We moved the warehouse, so we wanted to update that a little bit more because I don't think we really talked too much about that. We did have one while we were here. But, and what we're moving forward with this year and what this year is looking like and some of our goals that we've started with.
Yeah.
So, one of them was we got our logo and all that stuff created. So we have a new logo. Ed Warrior said, hi, Roy and Lisa. Hey, how you doing, Ed?
Hey, Dad, welcome in.
Can
you hear us and see us okay? Just making sure everything is working as it should be.
But yeah, we got our new logo, which is, you can see it behind us. So we kind of coordinated that with a few different things. One of them being our business and then our YouTube. So it almost looks very similar. Well, it does look very similar. And Gail said, hi, hope you have a great week.
Oh, good. Thanks, Ed, for that. Because sometimes we just start talking and we think that we did everything right, but then find out that, a mic isn't connected or something isn't connected right.
Well, that's always on the repeat.
What's the repeat?
Finding out what wasn't connected right. So, no one's perfect. So we'll just laugh at ourselves on that.
We laugh at ourselves all the time. What else are we going to do? Yeah, so we got the new logos. We got the new warehouse. The warehouse we're at probably 85%.
Yeah, I was the same, 85, maybe close to 90%, having it ready to completely move forward. But
to be at fully functioning.
Yeah.
There's little piles here and there of things that from the previous warehouse that we still need to Yeah.
That's it. Love the logo. Thank you. I don't think it'd take much to really knock it out. Like we have a little bit right over here to my right. Um, but we actually cleared a lot of that out, and we just got to straighten it up and now figure out homes for things. So I think that section won't be too bad. And from there, we're just left with the rest of the shelves.
Yep.
So
yeah, but there's a lot of stuff on the shelves that needs to do something with.
Yes.
That we need to do something with too. So
get sold, get rid of, or put away.
Yeah, so we're working on. We have one estate that will be starting on here in the near future. We are going to look at an estate on Monday. We have, we haven't signed a contract yet, but we probably will have be doing an estate later in the spring just because there's a lot of outdoor equipment. There's like 3 4-wheelers. So there's a barn complex, and so there's a 3 4-wheelers, a boat, a tractor, a lawnmower,
a lot of tools.
Yeah. So
that we'll probably do in the springtime when it warms up and easier for people to kind of
easier
walk out in the backyard.
But for us to work outside too.
So we got to clean stuff off the second floor of the barn. So that's going to be, we need a warmer day for that because a lot of the stuff, there's bigger stuff that has to go out of a window and be pulled down. So that's going to be an interesting project itself. But
yeah, so if you guys don't know, part of our business is doing estate sales and helping folks with their downsizing needs. What? Yes. Yes. So that's a part of our business that we do. And we are a licensed auction firm here in the state of Ohio. Roy's a licensed auctioneer. So we don't do live auctions necessarily, but all of our sales are run in online auction format.
Right. So
and then we also do our own treasure hunting. As you know, we love to buy abandoned treasure. So that is kind of what you'll see on this channel. And if you've been around for a while, you've seen that. And if you're new to the channel, then that's a little bit about who we are and what we do.
And speaking of like the storage units and some of the other stuff, we do have a little bit of other stuff up on our channel, but the majority of it has been more storage content.
Yeah. We'll do a walk of a house to let you know like what's going on in the house or what we're doing that week. Or
a lot of that has been posted on our business page, www.recyclingel. We actually have a lot of those type videos posted on our website so that like when we've got new clients because of our videos, new clients go and look at our website and then they can see kind of the setup and how we do a lot of our state sales or what we've done. So so you can actually find a lot of those videos cataloged there, but they do pop up every now and then. So every now and then we'll do a walk. And some of it is, people wanting to be on camera or not wanting to be on camera and stuff like that. So sometimes, we have to respect the wishes of the family. But, then other times we're just really trying to get in and out sometimes. And, walk to the house, sometimes we get to do that. We're trying to do that a little bit more.
Because, it's like when we get there and we're there with, our team, like you want to hit the ground running and you want to start the work because the sooner you get through the work, the sooner you get the sale up and get the item sold, and then you can move on to the next project. But like sometimes we just gotta stop ourselves, which is what we have to work on more this year is just stopping ourselves before we start jumping in and do a little recording. So we'll probably be showing you more of like day-to-day stuff here at the warehouse. People ask about that all the time in the videos, like, what's going on in your warehouse? Show us your warehouse.
I always say we'll come to that warehouse, and people have been asking, so show us the warehouse tour.
I think that's one of our next videos coming out, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the next.
A little bit about us moving a warehouse and starting to highlight this warehouse since we didn't highlight the other one. So yeah, that's going to be coming down the pipeline here. That is actually going to be the next video of the moving day, and then, we have stuff coming up. So
yeah, we have some storage units coming up, and we have been trying to buy storage units, and it has been challenging. Now, this is an industry that's interesting because I personally, I hate that people lose their storage units, but there are many reasons that people lose their storage units. But there have been a lot of storage units that we've been looking at lately that have been paid for at the very last minute. And so we haven't been buying the storage units like we'd like to. But people they're saving their stuff. So that's the double-edged sword of the business that we're in. That part of the business.
We also have our preference for storage units as well. So,
we don't just buy any storage unit.
Yeah, that is true. So that changes it a little bit as well, because, unless you think you really like it works out and it's a cheaper unit, like a lot of times we're looking at stuff where you just know the unit's going to cost some money.
Yeah.
It's just been kind of crazy, but we did land one like last week. I think it was.
My head, mine or Roy's, or
that
both
could be
of
my
them.
chair. If that's the sound, let me switch my chair first.
Yeah, that chair is annoying. It's squeaky and creaky.
I hear my ear as I'm sitting there.
Oh, Ed said it's my mic.
Yours?
Maybe he was hearing your chair in my mic.
Gotcha. All right. So have you been hearing it now?
Change location. There. Okay. We'll try that and let us know if that sounds a little bit better. Because that's the worst if there's
The audio
issues
stinks.
with the sound. Yeah.
But what was I saying? Oh, we got a unit, and then we were leaving to go get the unit, and all of a sudden the email pops up that the unit was canceled. So, and we weren't even leaving to go get the unit; we had already left, and we were probably about a mile down the road when I was sitting on my phone and saw the email notification. I looked at it; it was canceled. So we were kind of anxious to see that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll get one here soon. We still have some. We got one beginning of the year. We were looking at a buyout video there.
Thanks, Ed.
All that's getting put together. So we'll be showing some of what we're doing. And it's been kind of interesting to get back into the swing of things, though, because when we moved the warehouse, it took a lot of energy. We posted one video in November, one in December. But we were so busy. It took so much work because the two of us mainly moved it, organized it, cleaned it out. We thought we sold enough, but when we moved everything, we still had a bunch of stuff. We had to, we were packed to the gills. So
our warehouse clean out sale really,
it didn't clean out.
No.
Well, it didn't seem like it cleaned out anything at all, but we got over here and just started selling and working on things. So one of the ways we started selling too is Whatnot. So because we could just pop on and sell stuff like that, put some stuff in front of the camera, it's out the door within a day or two, and we cleared up the warehouse big time, jumping back on Whatnot. That way, selling some stuff through Marketplace, and now we're finally moving where we can start getting back into our online auction as well, which has been our main generator. So we're getting that going, and we have Whatnot already going. So that's what we do.
Yeah, so we'll have an online auction starting next week. And we'll have our whatnot sale is today. We're doing our next whatnot sale at 6 o'clock today. So right after this live, and then we'll have another whatnot sale. We're doing another one next week, midweek, I think Tuesday. So we're probably looking at about 2 of those a week, upping it from 1 to 2. Yeah. Who knows?
What we do. So, I mean, set goals, and we're that's our organization. And also, like, we do a lot of consignments, so we have ideas, or say a wish list for consignments. Um, so in certain aspects, to have another avenue to help liquidate quicker in building something where we can introduce some of our clients to it. Um, that is another good thing there, because the faster we liquidate it, the more people we can help out. So I know we did at the end of last year, we had a knife sale. I mean, we did more than just knives. We started off with a consigner with 107 collectible case knives, were the majority of them. So we liquidated part of that collection. Come to find out that hopefully in the spring, we're getting a run of, there's still a ton more knives in the spring. Looking at maybe a lot of K-bar knives is what's left, because we liquidated a lot of the case. So there's it's a lot of knives. So, and there's a coin collection that may come down the pipeline with that. We don't know. There is a coin collection I found out as well too. So they were pleasantly happy with the selling their knives. So
Yeah. What did that one knife sell for? Over $400?
that's at least 4.
Yeah.
So it was a switchblade from Italy, made in Italy, that we weren't expecting, and it went up to $400. So when I was with the designer, we were looking at comping it at like 75 to 100 to 400. So pleasantly surprised. And then there was another. It was a Korakama knife, a little folding knife that went up to 182. So, and that sat at $2 for like the whole auction. Then in the last day, it was like jumped up to almost 200. So that was a surprise as well, because we weren't sure what that would do at all.
Yeah.
So when I say that we were just going through like a lot of comps of what the knife should do, and what he was expecting. I think it definitely did. Well, I know it did better than what we talked about. So that whole set. So I was like, we got more knives. So we were left with the impression that that was it. And now they're.
So when we first worked with this consigner, it was the gentleman that we're working with, actually his sister's husband who passed, who was the collector of all of this stuff. And we went to their house and walked down into the basement, and like our jaws just dropped.
Yeah. We got to see his man cave. And he was a Marine too. So,
he was a Marine, and he dabbled in everything. And what was interesting is he collected glass, carnival glass, which is one of my things. And his wife was not interested in any of the glass at all. So our first sale that we did with them was last year. And it would none of the knives were in it.
Actually, no, 20. They gave us a test run with some knives.
Did they? There was so much other stuff.
But it was a ton of other stuff, a lot of vintage stuff. But he was a collector, definitely. And the knives were one of the ones that we were hoping we'd get, but that finally came along. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of good vintage stuff, though, from that first sale, that's for sure.
Hey, Tracy. How are you? We walked into the basement, and were there 3 giant gun safes? Or were there
3 or 4?
4.
3 or 4.
I mean, we were like, whoa. And so
one of them was completely filled with knives.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised when you told us that, these knives we did were pretty much, that was all that was left. And, come to find out there's more, but yeah.
Well, and you were working with him and working in the gun cabinet areas. So I didn't really see what was inside. But there were no pew-pews left.
Yeah,
They all
that we
got
didn't get.
sold or went to family or friends or
Um,
all of the above.
yeah, I didn't hear they were.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha. But
but hey, you never know.
it was just crazy. We were down there and I mean, I just remember like, and it was a small house.
Yeah.
And it was a small basement. Well, it wasn't that small of a basement because there were two sides, like
They're
the
like
sort of
side
finished
first,
side, and then there was the utility side with a small utility bathroom, washer and dryer, and the litter boxes for the kitties. But yeah, so it's always an adventure.
Actually, you know what's funny? Thinking of knives, it just hit me. So we ended up doing this buyout. It was a couple of years ago. Like, so if you're new to the channel, if you joined the channel, let's say last year, you probably didn't see this video because this is, I think, going almost 3 years at this point. We ended up doing this buyout, and in this buyout, we had the videos. We ended up finding a knife collection from a guy. It was a brother and sister-in-law that they had what was left from the house. Brother whose knife so passed, and we did this buyout. And it just hit me. Funny enough, we're talking about these knives we just did in Pancake. The other guy where we did the buyout and we got the knives and the boots and everything, he was
yeah.
Like, so I don't know. It just like both of them were Marines, and here we are selling knives, and that's where we first got our taste of how good knife or knife brands.
We learned a lot about knife brands.
Yeah, both of these Marines were so the first buyout we learned about scopes and a lot of things like arrows, broadheads, bolts, all that crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh, remember all of the
holsters we sold?
Turkey, what are those called? The fake decoys,
yeah.
Fake decoys and all kinds of anything you could think of that was camouflage in shapes and sizes and forms.
And I'm not sure if he was a dealer or had a shop, but I mean, we got tons of like quality holsters. I was talking to somebody not too long ago. We have 2 of them left. I mean, and they're on eBay, we were selling holsters for like $80, $100.
Like leather holsters, still in the like new old stock.
Yep.
Still in the packaging with the little name tag.
Galco. The majority of them they were selling very nicely.
And this
the
guy,
knives were like, I mean, we had K-Bar, we had Buck was a lot of the knives he had. K-Bar and Cutco. He was buying special Cutco knives, which I could keep a few of those.
Like literal, like Cutco with marine emblems and engravings and specialty.
That was the first buyout. So.
Yeah.
Actually, the second one, actually, there has been some marine stuff that he had on. We had a Bowie knife that had Marine Corps on it.
Right.
But,
that did not sell because the client, it did.
That one sold.
Oh, wasn't there another Marine knife that didn't sell?
No, it was just
oh, okay.
But it was a high-end knife.
Yeah.
So, but the one with reserve didn't sell, but that wasn't the one that said Marine on it.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I like selling knives because they're easy to ship. Easy to ship, and they don't break, and they, some of them have a lot of value.
And funny enough, out of all the knives in there, so it was 107 knives, and I think we made, there was a sheath, a couple knife cases. So we had like a total of like 110 items, but we had like 108 lots because we did lot up some of the knives because there was a small amount that wasn't really valuable to do individually.
Like small little pocket knives and some advertising. Yeah.
But of all the knife lots, only 2 of them stayed in state. So I picked them up. The rest were shipped out of state. So, I mean, out of 108 lots, 106 of them were shipped.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, because I put all the knives together for the pickup shipping because
Right. Yeah.
all the shipping. So there was only 2 that we had to set aside.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Definitely.
But that's the good thing with knives. I mean, they were small enough and they were small packaging too. So you don't have to
right.
So some people not
Figure
still
out
able to put them in.
right.
So So speaking of boxes and stuff, like as far as like content, I don't know if anybody is interested, but feel free to let us know in the chat here. But because people have asked a little bit more about the background, because we'll talk about bringing them back to the house. So, like we talked about in one video, our bowling ball landscaping, and so we had a few people ask, show us the bowling ball landscaping. That is gone since we warehouse. We might start all over again, but
yeah, because so now we are in an end unit, and our front is not it's not that wide, but we have the whole length of the side, which is all landscaped with bushes and like pea gravel.
So we'll probably end up, doing something with the landscape while we're here and putting some things in there. But
I wonder what our landlord's going to say if he like turns the corner and it's all like all this stuff out there.
I don't know. We've been here for 3.5 years already. I don't think he'll say too much.
No.
We take care of our place. So.
Yeah.
But if you're interested, we're going to do a little more background work. So like little or behind the scenes work. So little things like maybe one day we'll pop up with a video of us kind of going through our shipping area and things. Maybe doing some packaging. Maybe I know I have a video coming up where I worked on organizing the shelves and putting them together. So the floor plan worked the way we needed to. So if you're interested, let us know. We're going to drop a little bit of that kind of behind the scenes, us working at the warehouse. Because we do a lot of consignments. And obviously, after we get storage units, people say, where do you sell stuff? And, so it's a great way to show a little bit more how and where.
Yeah.
So
does anybody have any questions for us? Like, are you curious about anything? Or, his middle name or have any business related questions? I know we're, what was I just going to say?
I don't know, but it started with I know.
I know.
See there.
Yep.
Any good plans for the weekend?
Yes. What is everybody doing this weekend?
I know. I don't think we have much going on.
No, but there's an auction tomorrow morning. There is storage unit auctions. Remember? In Elyria or somewhere out west? 4 units. You sent me the link.
No. Did I send that?
I don't remember. And I saw it too on Auction Zip. Or is it Sunday morning?
No.
I think it's tomorrow morning.
What about that
live
area that got pushed? Canceled it that weekend. Did they move that?
I don't know. I didn't see it. Again relisted. Like, there were a lot of units and then they just decided to cancel it. I hate that sale in January. Yeah. Oh,
well,
brutal.
January.
Brutal. I'm gonna look for indoor units to buy.
That was probably the good one that we bought last week because we knew it was indoors.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, but there's a live auction. We like to go to live auctions. We went a couple weeks ago.
We went Tuesday. We're in Toledo.
No, I meant like just a regular auction, not a storage unit auction.
Gotcha.
We went to the one on
Yes.
Friday. It was on a Friday.
Mhm.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
That was the 17th.
So that was 2 weeks ago.
Okay. I know I looked at estate sales this weekend. See anything good to see?
No.
I mean, it's January. Like it just seems like it isn't much happening.
Yeah,
Kind
in
of.
Elyria, Northern Ohio Self Storage Live Auction, 9 o'clock in Elyria. 4 units at the time of listing.
Okay.
So that's tomorrow morning. But there's also that auction tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Still have 4 units as of Friday, January 31st. So we might be at a storage unit auction tomorrow morning. We might be at a regular auction tomorrow morning. We might, yeah. Or we might decide to sleep in when my alarm goes off at 6:30 or 7, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to get up today.
Yeah, but you don't know.
That is so true. That is so true. You don't know unless you know. We went to a live auction, like Roy said, a live storage unit auction on Tuesday in Toledo, and there were 10 units, 2 locations. We bought 0.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there was one that I did like, but I didn't go for it. And then the first one, probably the first one was the best one, and then the rest of them after that, really, even the one I didn't go for, like they weren't anything.
No, they weren't. There was one. It was the last one, and that was what? Was that a 10 by 20? It was a big unit, and it had a lot of big furniture, like nice wicker and rattan furniture pieces. Well, they looked nice, but they were sort of farther in the back, so you could flip one of those over, and the whole seat is destroyed or whatever. So it didn't. But it was would have had to make 2 trips, and we're not like really buying furniture right now. We're trying to keep more on the smaller side of things. So
Yeah, that's only for the moment. That won't stay.
well, I mean, I don't know. I'm really picky about furniture. I'm just not going to pick up any kind of random furniture units. But there was some stuff in there that I liked.
Yeah, but I don't buy units because of furniture, but furniture is in them.
Well,
so
yeah.
But we'll cross that bridge when it happens.
What bridge?
Having a unit with furniture.
Oh yeah.
So one way or the other.
Most storage unit furniture is not very good. But we have a couch in our living room that came out of a storage unit, and it is nice. I mean, it looked
brand new,
practically brand new. Yeah. And that is not something we do often. Storage, like fabric storage unit furniture in our house.
Well, we didn't buy the unit for the sofa. It just happened. The sofa was nice in the unit, and we needed something instead of the recliner. We got rid of the recliner and replaced it with a small sofa with a chase scenario.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
But
so we are going to be doing our Whatnot show. So we're going to probably be jumping off here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I would say probably in about 10 minutes.
And if anybody is interested in coming to join us in our Whatnot show at 6 o'clock, the link is pinned at the top of the comments.
Mm-hmm. Today we're doing silver coin.
Well, I was just reading the
heads,
scrolling bottom because I wasn't sure where the link was. It's in the video comments also. And so you can find our show, you can bookmark it, you can go there. If you are new to Whatnot and you haven't signed up to the app yet, you can use the link that's in the video comments. Is that where that is?
It's
Is that
same
pinned
one.
also?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's also pinned at the top. And get $15 off your first purchase.
So actually, that's the one they do, and it will bookmark itself automatically.
Gotcha. Okay,
So-
so that's all in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
But if you've already purchased on Whatnot, then you just bookmark and you don't get the extra $15.
Yeah, what ends up happening is if you already are signed up on Whatnot, when you click the link, I believe it takes you to our profile page.
Gotcha.
So either way, if you click the link, it's going to do one of two. But
Yes.
yeah, today we're doing coin. We have goals this year, and one of the goals I definitely will say is hopefully we'll get a consignor or a client where we can help put the data coin collection. So in doing that, you always want to have an audience. So we've been starting to sell coins that we found out of our storage units and from some of our buyouts and stuff. So
building the coin buying audience on Whatnot.
So not just Whatnot though.
Well, no, not just Whatnot.
Because we put some in our online sales and starting to develop that too.
Yeah.
So trying to get that interest because we do get a lot of people that come into they pick up from our sales and then they'll ask if we can help them or family members. So it just opens up that door of, in my opinion, referral. Plus, we're getting moving on some of the things we did last year to land. I know at the end of 2023, we had a huge consignor with Department 56, and then early last year, we landed a consignor with 2,000 records that we sold. So, hey, Mr. DeWitty.
Welcome.
So, having those avenues and starting to get that stuff out there, that's the goal. Hopefully, by the end of this year, we'll have a consignor that we've liquidated their coin collection for. That's one of our bucket list items for this year, or goals for this year, is to be able to do that. So we're starting to basically liquidate our coins so that we can attract that business. So
and get familiar with that buying audience. We definitely have a good.
Just stopping in to say hi. Back to the garage cleaning.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, good luck with that. It's nicer weather for it, but man, that'd be me in the springtime getting in the garage.
Yeah, definitely. Lots of spring cleaning that needs to be done at our house.
What you were saying?
We definitely have our audience, like a solid audience for vintage and collectibles. The albums, we've built that audience as well. But the coin audience is definitely one that we're growing and building.
Yeah.
And, you said one coin collection, but I don't want to stop at one. Because talk about easy to ship. I mean, that's like the ultimate easy shipping item.
Well, that's like, we ended up selling the classic cars, and, hopefully this year we can expound on more cars. Like, I don't know. So, those are easy to list and post. That's one of the big things. Like, we can do a auction, online auction, 500 lots, but it takes a little bit of time, and we have help, so it takes labor. Where if we sell a car for someone, it's one of us going out there, if not both of us. It doesn't take much time. It's one item you list, and it can generate, depending on what it is, the same revenue as 500 lots or even more. So it just, these are things where it's like, how do you increase that exposure? How do you bring in more revenue? And that has definitely the online auction been better. So how do you keep it generating?
Yep. He's going out, find a new business.
Or to gyrate to generate.
Yep.
Or would it generate to gyrate?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Well, let's wrap up here. We gotta make the shift,
Yes.
and it's been great hanging out with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We know everybody's time is valuable, so we appreciate you spending it with us.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said earlier, if you have any questions for us, don't ever hesitate to reach out. Leave us a comment, reach out directly, email, direct message, whatever. And we always love to hear from you guys.
And if you are on Whatnot and you want to join the conversation over there, you can always just jump in and
take a potty break, get a snack. And we'll see you over there at 6 o'clock.
And you can always just pop in the chat. You don't have to necessarily buy anything. Just come hang with us while we're and that's while we're doing our thing on Whatnot. So
yep.
So another way to touch base. And again, you don't even have to buy anything. Just come hang out over there.
Yep.
But
love to have you over there too.
So as the new year starts, just want to get back on track with getting our live out every 2 weeks. Just, touching base, telling you the updates, and all that other good stuff. And that we are trying to make sure we stay consistent with. So if you're not on Whatnot tonight, drop in. In a couple weeks. We'll have our next live set up, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
All right. Everybody take care. Have a great weekend. Bye.